Okay, so this is probably my last video I'm gonna do on this, but I just wanted to get all this out of my system because it is so freaking annoying. And it's become like, I don't know. It's like every time, I don't watch the news, but it's like every time, I don't know, I see like a news flash across my phone, it's something talking about UFOs or, the government is declassifying this, the government is declassifying that. Here's what I'll say, and I'm not saying this to, the people subscribe to my channel because you guys seem like you know what the hell's going on. I'm just saying this in general. Hopefully, maybe some way, shape, or form I can get through to some of the people who don't really understand. If you fall for this BS that they are slinging, you deserve everything that is coming to you. Seriously, if you fall for this, you deserve whatever the narrative is going to be. Because trust me, there's going to be a narrative. It's like screenwriting 101, right? So, in a movie, there's like this thing that they mention like a quarter of the way into the movie. It seems really odd, but it really doesn't have much to do with the overall plot, right? It's like this weird MacGuffin. And then somehow in the third act of the movie, it was all about that MacGuffin. It was all about that thing. That's what they're doing right now. Technically, they've been laying the groundwork for the last 70 years. Everything that we've been seeing about, generally, that comes out about UFOs, spaceships, all that crap. It's all them just seeding the landscape. I say it again. If you fall for this, you deserve everything that is coming to you. Because, newsflash, spoiler alert, it's like they are here. They have always been here. They're not coming from, they're here. They're interacting with us. Whatever you want to call them. They're here. Go out, go shopping, go to Walmart. Odds are, I'd say 70% of the people that you're shopping around aren't even people. I'd say a lot of those cars that you see in the parking lot aren't even cars. Some are holograms, some are projection, some are advanced vehicles, ships, probes, droids, all these things. The products of an advanced technology that has a technology so mind-boggling, most would consider it to be magic. That's what's going on. That is what has always been going on. They've always been here. The landscape changes, these major things happen and they go underground, but they always come back and it's always the same bullshit. So now we're on the verge of another whatever, and there's a few possibilities here, okay? One of them is that, they're just going to go out for an all-out Independence Day style war, okay? Another one is that you'll have these assholes come down from the sky and claim that, they've always been our creators. And they've just been waiting on the right time to show up and introduce themselves to humanity because they're that loving and benevolent. It would be an immediate bullshit on both possibilities because that's not what this is. It's not what it's ever been about. Get what I'm saying? They're just sitting behind the scenes waiting. And they're trying to position these losers into these I don't know, these areas of like celebrity, right? Because that's what they do. Look at everything that they do. It's always about, you gotta have the face, right? You gotta have the face you associate with the thing. Doesn't matter what it is, whether it's the news. You think about the news, what do you think about? You think about like a handful of people. Really, when in fact, there are hundreds of news outlets. You think of a handful of people. When you think about sports, you think of a handful of people. When you think about movies, you think of a handful of people. You get what I'm saying? So they're positioning these assholes, and I don't know if people like, well, you don't really hear from Tom DeLonge that much anymore because I think Tom DeLonge's a Freemasonic idiot. Like, literally, this guy's an effing idiot. Like, he's the type of Freemason that has a Masonic sticker on his freaking guitar while he's playing at a concert. Like, he's that kind of Freemason. But, you know, they kind of propped him into this whole thing, and they were going to, you know, release all the, and nobody, like, it all fizzled out. Nobody cares. So now, I keep seeing this guy, Luis Elizondo. He was the former, he was a former member of this group from the Pentagon, and they investigated all of these strange sightings and ships, and, you know, they sunk millions into trying to figure out what these things were. And then Luis Elizondo said, I can't deal with all the secrecy. Please accept my resignation. Please. I want to tell the world what is really going on. So this guy's either a complete asshat. He is. I'm sure he is generally, but he's either he's being controlled. Like, he may not even be part of the mustache twirling crew, right? He may literally have had his entire life lead him to this moment, thinking it was all him, but he was all, you know, he was just kind of positioned, you know. It's kind of like. And don't get me wrong, I really dig William Cooper and his work, but, and I think even William Cooper said this later on in his life. If you know anything about William Cooper, his claim to fame was when he was in the Navy, he saw all these documents, right? All conveniently, all kind of together. And the bulk of his work was based around these documents, okay? But the truth is, you don't know if you're positioned in a role to see those documents. Don't get me wrong. There could be it could have been a positive, some positive faction or force that got him in the room with those documents. I don't really think that was the case, though. Odds are. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, but I don't know. I see Luis Elizondo and, you know, his fat, smug face. He just looks, I don't know, he looks like he's part of the problem. So, yeah. Like, they are seeding the landscape heavy with this. Because something's around the corner, and they're trying to make, cause they always gotta have that narrative down pat. They always gotta have the narrative straight. You know what I'm saying? Always. It's just like a few years ago where the Pope came out and says, you know, yeah, I'm sure if they're aliens, they're all, you know, they're all children of God, you know. And it's just like, really? Really? The Pope came out and said that? Okay. When if you look at the Pope, I mean, I can't watch a freaking video without watching his face just morph into some kind of weird demonic shit. The people around him always morphing and changing. The iconography in the Vatican, oh my God. It's like an Anunnaki cluster F. Everything's Sumerian. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me started on the Vatican. Don't get me started on those people. But yeah, man. The truth isn't out there. The truth is next door to you. The truth is across the street from you. You don't have to join the FBI and go on a crusade like Fox Mulder to find out what the hell is going on. It is all around you. It always has been. It always will be. Use your mind. Think. They're already here. Talk to you later, guys.